Let's learn about writing numbers in scientific notation. This here is the number in standard form, 361. To the right here you see what we will call scientific notation, where we write a decimal number, where there is only a ones place, followed by the decimal point, followed by however many places that you need, multiplied by a power of 10. So 361 is equal to 3.61 times 10 squared. And that's how many places we needed to move the decimal point. So here is the decimal point for 361, and we would need to move that decimal point 2 places for 3.61, and that's why it's 10 squared. 5,623, here's the decimal point here, and we would need to move it 1 place, 2 places, and 3 places for 5.623. And then that's why, when we said that's times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 10 to the third power. So this here is our scientific notation for 5,623. Here's another type of problem that you're going to see, where it is, here's the decimal point, and again we'd have to move it 1, 2, and 3 places for 8.23, but we're not going to write that other 0 there. We do have to count that place though, so that's times 10 to the third power. 8.230 is the same as 8.23, and this is what you would write for that scientific notation. Here are 2 problems for you to try. Please copy these down and rewrite them in scientific notation as that decimal times that power of 10. Press pause. For that first problem, the decimal number you should have come up with is 1.378. And we needed to move the decimal point 1, 2, 3 places. So that's 1.378 times 10 to the third power. For 5,630, you should have rewritten it as 5.63, again, times 10 to the third power. Here are a few numbers that are written in scientific notation, and we're asked to go ahead and write them back into standard form, or just their numbers. And then so what we're going to do is we'll just move that decimal point. Times 10 to the third power, we move the decimal point 3 places over to the right. 1, 2, and 3. So that's 6,726. 8.12 times 10 squared is 1 and 2 places for 812. Again, this was scientific notation over here on the left, and we rewrote those numbers back into standard form. Here's 2 for you to try. Given these 2 numbers in scientific notation, please go ahead and rewrite them in standard form. Press pause. For the first problem, we're moving that 1, 2, and we're going to need to have a 0 as a placeholder to move it 1 more place. So that answer is 6,370. I can see how you might have written 637. That would have been 6.37 times 10 squared though. You needed to move it 3 places. That decimal point 3 places. Same type of thing for number 2 here. 5.673, 1, 2, and 3. There are enough places with that first decimal number there, so that answer is 5,673 written in standard form. Okay, let's go ahead and review. Is this correctly written in scientific notation? Yes, and what would that standard form for that problem be? It would equal 317. Is this one here properly written? Uh-oh, nope. It would still have a value. In other words, this would be written as 1,580, where we move the decimal point twice. But to write it in scientific notation, we really should have written it as 1.58 times 10 to the third. Of those final two, which of those is written correctly? Out of those final two, which of those is written correctly? It would be this one here. While this would still have a value of 526.3, it is not written in proper scientific notation there. If it's a whole number. Now for 9.763 times 10 to the fourth, we would move the decimal point 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then so that would be 97,630. You know what? This here is technically correct as well. That would be the scientific notation for a decimal number.